was a guide, a loving guide, communicating with you to let you know that there were discordant energies that were present, that were in your space. We are continuing to learn how to coexist with these frequencies without your body getting triggered by them. These may have were more negatively polarized, but they weren't doing anything to you, but just the knowledge of them and the picking up on their energies was very triggering for you due to other stuff, and your body reacted the way that it did. These energies have since like moved on. But this is going to be the entryway for us into the Akashic records to see where this particular element of fear was from. So the image I'm seeing, which this isn't exactly what it is, but it's just how it's appearing to me so that I can understand and explain it, is that you look like some kind of Christian or Catholic religious figure who's holding up a cross, like towards some ghosts, is what's happening. You, in this experience, you were invited in some place to do a space clearing, to do like some clearing in a house that was haunted, is what's coming through. And it was something you had done before, something you had experience doing. You found that this one was more challenging. The energies were more resistant. But you kept digging in, like you kept at it, you kept at it, you kept at it. It was like hours of you saying your things and sprinkling your holy water or whatever it was. And in the end, you left, you got a message from your guides that you had to just walk away, like you weren't going to be able to clear this space. And you persisted a little bit after that. You tried to ignore that thought because you'd never had a space that you couldn't clear before. And finally, the voice got so loud that you knew you had to call it. You'd been there like all night. You'd been there 8, 9 hours. Just you're sweating. And so you left and you had to tell whoever had hired you or asked you to do this that you couldn't clear the space. And it really triggered a depression for you. You questioned your purpose, you questioned your gifts, you questioned your connection. You would ask, you weren't getting answers that you wanted on why you couldn't clear the space. And you never quite recovered from it in that lifetime. I'm seeing you doing some blessings. I'm seeing you like, I can do a blessing in this garden. Like you move to much lighter work because you were afraid of failure. What we can see, and this has been a theme for a lot of my clients recently, is getting to these deeper levels of martyrhood and wanting to be a savior, thinking you are capable of saving everything or everyone. And the lesson that you weren't able to embrace in that lifetime was, I can't. It's not my responsibility. And that's no reflection of me. It's no reflection of me. I have to learn how to coexist with the people and the frequencies that are going to continue to be in that space. That's not my business. We are surrounding this aspect of your soul with angels, as we are surrounding you with angels. We are allowing all false beliefs to be cleared and released and surrendered to source so that your gifts can shine more brightly, because what we want is the next time this happens in your present life where something's passing by, something's observing you, whatever it is, that you can just beam love, beam Reiki. You know exactly like what to envision around yourself so that you feel and know how safe you are. Yes, we're doing some clearing for the heart. We are so grateful. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. Do you have any crystals in your window?
No.
Spirit says a selenite tower in your window would be really great. We're doing some clearing for you around the age of 2, the age of 6, and the age of 8. There's another download coming through. Again, something in the multiverse. And I'm seeing you bathing in a beautiful body of water. It looks like a pond, but it's like a clean pond, very picturesque. It looks like a painting, and you're alone. And you were surprised by an animal. It's like one of those stories about a Greek or Roman god, Zeus came to so and so as an animal. And so it was some kind of animal. It looks like some kind of large cat that was actually the embodiment of some other being. And you were scared. This animal got in the water with you, and you thought that was it. You thought you were gonna die. But you were holding very still, and because you were like, I can't run, and I feel like if I run or I swim, that's just gonna make it worse, so I'm just gonna hold really, really still. And it was sniffing around you, and then like licked your face, and then it went on its way. But it kind of stayed around the area. Like it would kind of go off a little bit, but then it would come, like you felt it watching you. But you also felt like, I don't think it's gonna attack. Like you were like, well, I've never seen an animal act like this before. Like, what the fuck? But you felt like it wasn't going to attack. So you finally, like very slowly, and your heart was just beating so fast, got out, got your stuff, and like slowly, as calmly as you could, you were like calling on all the breathing exercises that you were aware of in that lifetime. Because you were like, I don't want to be afraid. I don't want it to smell fear. You walked back to your village, to your home. And it didn't follow you. But that was a really, really scary experience. Of course. Of course. But everything was fine. And your intuition guided you the entire time. You maybe didn't even know that you were listening to your guides, but you were, that you were doing your best to keep control of your body, of your pheromones, of your scent, of your fear. And you did beautifully. So there is a little bit of like PTSD remaining from this experience, but the really spirit wants us to focus on how beautifully you handled it. Mm. So we are doing some clearing for this aspect of your soul. We are so grateful. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. Allowing this healing to go on for as long as need be. But there is an activation of your power, your gifts created to the third eye, specifically created to your ability to visualize boundaries, bubbles, light, angels, dragons, whatever it is, and allowing you to know how real that is. Okay. Okay. That feels complete for that for now. Anything coming up for you, or the other things you may have wanted to examine today?
I I I kept contact with Lauren, and her and I, we got on the phone, and I was on her first call because I told her, I was like, I want to practice, I want to learn about me, like what I can offer and everything.
We are doing some clearing for the sacral chakra. Mhm. And they really want to impart to you, you have more potential to earn money than you think. You're limiting yourself with how much you think you can earn because you're looking at your job and your history and your family, and it just seems like it's not possible for you. But they really want you to stop limiting yourself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. And part of that is not apologizing for what you want. Mhm. Um, you know, you as a healer, as a light worker, you have needs that you require to help you be of service in the relaxed and expansive way that you want to be, that you need to be, that you're called to be. And so your work for a little bit is to really think about, what do I really need to be in a safe, receptive space to do the work that I want to do, that I'm called to do, that I know spirit wants me to do. And there is this a feeling of judgment around wanting nice things, wanting abundance, wanting vacations, wanting not to work as fucking hard, wanting to do work that you love, and really being mindful of those, so that you can allow them to be released and relaxed, so that you can really step into excitement and an aligned pride with what it is that brings you joy. That your family's not going to understand, and people are going to have their own feelings about it. And that's fine. They get to. It's not their lives, because we know that if they wanted to, they could do it too. Mm-hmm. And you are such a powerful visualizer that they want you to give yourself some space to really visualize your dream life without apology, without limits. Don't play small, like just really lean in and ask spirit to reveal what your heart's desire is. Because the truth is, you shouldn't really be dealing with people on a day-to-day basis. Like, just because you're good at it doesn't mean you should be doing it. What's actually best for you is to have like 2 hours in the morning where you don't see anybody, right? And to do your work and to be able to take your time with your meals and to eat really nourishing food and to have time to move and stretch your body every day and to have time to be in ritual. Like, you need what's best for you is actually like a lot of time dedicated in spirit and meditation and ritual and ceremony. That feels good to you, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so what that means, where you're going, if you want to, where you will be headed, is charging a lot of money for your services. And it's not that you want to take advantage of people. It's that and it's not that you don't want to help people who don't have means. You will find ways to do that too. like that will definitely be a part of your service. I see you like leading groups and you know, finding way, like you will be of service in those ways, doing your yeah, volunteering your time and your resources. But what you this the power of what you'll be doing requires an equal currency exchange. It requires it. And you require it to be in the relaxed, abundant space that you are. And when that energy exchange is equal, what you will be able to do will be on an even higher level. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
does.
Mm-hmm.
It does because every time, like, so there there was a time frame where I would wake up 5 in the morning and I don't feel tired because I'm doing my meditation. I feel so relaxed. I feel good. And then my commute to work, like, it doesn't feel tiring, And I
Mm-hmm.
enjoy the view and it just makes me feel good. And then I get to work and I'm just like, oh my God.
Yeah. 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 And it while you are still doing this job, which keep telling yourself over and over and over, this is only temporary. This is not the end of my story. This is allowing me to survive and giving me the security I need while I am in the process of drawing this other picture, of creating this other painting that I'm going to step into. Mhm. And so in your time is valuable, incredibly valuable. And the downtime you have needs to be quality. And you've already done, you know, we know that you need to spend time, you know, like going to the gym is really good for you, but even at the gym, like you have to protect yourself energetically. We know you need time to meditate. We know you need time to just do spiritual shit and witchy shit. You also need time with your, you know, with your family, with your son. You need social time, you know, but just being like when you work a full-time job, your time is super precious. And when you're a light worker and a healer, it's even more precious. So just keep that in, like you don't really have time to waste. Now, that does mean yes, like watching your shows and like watch like that counts. Like that counts as rest time. I get it, right? But also just being very mindful, like, do I really want to watch 3 episodes? And I don't know if you do this. This is what I do for myself. Like, I'm like, do I really want to watch 1 episode and then go read? Like, what's really going to serve my soul? And sometimes it is like, yeah, I'm going to watch fucking 3 episodes. But sometimes it's like, I'm actually only want to watch half this episode and then go meditate or do some tapping or whatever it is. Mm, there is some generational trauma around money that we're doing some clearing around for you, that you are like you are setting your ancestors free by falling in love with money, by removing any judgment on anyone's income or how they spend it or don't spend it. Mm-hmm. And mm, but allowing you to know that you're learning. You're learning how to manifest more for yourself. And what it's really about is freedom. You really just want to be free. Mm-hmm. So those moments you do feel free, milk it and know, oh, this is what I want. Notice when you feel the most free, and we are paying attention to, we are relishing it. That's what we want more of. Freedom. Mm-hmm. And write down all the places you want to go, all the vacations you want to have, because that's also important for you as a healer and a light worker to take vacations, to go to different places, to have adventures, to meet new people. Like that speaks to your spirit. You need that. So get excited about it. Like plan one, you know? I mean, that's part of the joy of this process. Mm, but and really being mindful of every time you feel like, oh, that's not for me. Oh, I can't do that. Oh, that'll never happen. You go, nope, not you are. That voice is not allowed anymore because that's not the voice of your high self. That's somebody else's voice that's been in your head since you were a kid, from your past lives. That's not the voice of spirit. Spirit is like, yes, yes, plan that trip. Yes, you earn that money. You want to
Right.
earn $3 million in a year? Great. We want that for you too, right? You want to earn, you want to earn $85,000 or like whatever the number is that it's like a little bit scary to you. Just sit with it
Okay.
and then add a zero.
Okay.
And then think, okay, let's say I have this, like I have a, if it's a car, like I have a car that I really love, and I've got these 2 vacations booked, and my business is just on autopilot, and I just keep booking these sessions, and I'm making money, and I feel so good in my body, and I have people in my life that I really love. You have it all. What next?
Oh my God.
Then what do? Right? What's the next level of expansion? And have fun thinking about that, right?
Mhm.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's some clearing happening for your inner child archetype and you as a 5-year-old. And so allowing this healing to go on for as long as need to be. So much of this work that we're talking about for you is connected to your inner child. Like look how playful you're feeling. This is what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be playful. It's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to make you giddy and giggly, right? And that is letting letting your inner child be delighted and really start paying attention to the things that make you feel rich, right? If you buy a coffee, someone else buys you a coffee, you get like this beautiful blouse on discount, or you just say, fuck it, I'm just paying full price for it. I'm not even going to look at the sale rack today because I don't care. And I'm just going to do it. And that's going to make me feel good. Right. And then if you have some guilt come up, you just go, I'm doing some clearing for myself. I'm going to lay you aside. You're not serving me anymore. Even in this conversation, timelines are shifting and avenues of abundance are being revealed to you.
Mhm.
Okay. Anything coming up from you on all of this?
I'm just really excited. I've gotten sheets for my bed because my old sheets are already bad. Um, and this particular color,
Mm, love it.
when I started sleeping the first night, I was like, I feel so wealthy. I feel so like,
Mm,
ooh, I don't know, just like a goddess. Like it just makes me feel
yes.
very good. And then I didn't realize that I also have a crystal of it. So now I'm
Mhm.
like, like today I realized I was like, wait a minute, I have a crystal just like my sheets. So now I'm like carrying it with me and just feeling
Mhm.
good about it. So just that.
Mhm. Amazing. There's some clearing happening for the central nervous system, um, allowing your capacity to receive to expand, allowing you to get more comfortable with things being easy. And that when the miracles happen, when the abundance comes, when you start getting clients lined up and lined up and lined up and lined up, you don't doubt it and you don't get skeptical that it's going to end. Of course, we go through ebbs and flows, but you just go, oh, right, I manifested this. This is what I asked for. I can trust it. They are showing me, they really want you to see the diamond that is your heart, right? The organ that is doing more than any other organ in your body is pure diamond. That's who you are at your essence, at your core. That's your frequency. You are brave enough to step into this whole new worldview. And I'm seeing coming in from the stellar gateway chakra, the God's head chakra, the color red is just like flooding your energetic body and your aura. Just all this beautiful red power. It's a power color. It's a power color. And always coming back to, I'm learning how to do this. I'm learning how to stand in my power. I'm learning how to believe this. I'm learning how to trust this. I'm going to figure this out. I am figuring out how to live in this space and believe it, believe it, believe it, believe it, believe it. So there's something about your psychic abilities. And they're really, and this is going to be, this feels like very powerful for you personally, and also for, in the work that you're going to be doing, working even more with parallel lives.
Okay.
And it can, you can even ask that spirit if you want to show you these lifetimes, but, but what we want to tap into, and there's at least 3 really abundant, prosperous lifetimes that you're living right now. So we want you to travel there. We want you to see it. We want you to feel it so that you know what that feels like and how easy it can feel. Nothing else there right now. There's another asking that all false beliefs of self-limitation be cleared and released and surrendered to source. Again, separation from love and programs coming up. Even as we're talking about it, I can feel on some level, there's like, yeah, but I don't know. I don't want it. I don't want it because I don't want to be disappointed. And we're just going to let that go. Thumbs down to that. We can't even think about that, because the truth is you're not going to stop or slow down your spiritual journey. What you want is being revealed to you, and you're not going to stop or slow down till you align with a life that feels really abundant and generous and beautiful and rewarding. Any last things coming through for Faby? Spirit says not at this time. That's plenty. Nothing else for today. This healing is complete. We are so immensely grateful.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, I'm
You're
excited.
welcome.
I'm very
Really
excited.
good.
Thank you so much.
You're so welcome. You're so welcome. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. So much love. Rest, relax, do something fun. And I'll see you again soon.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye for now.